I remember when technique to manifest money. This is a master technique by Neville Goddard, and is both a condensed phrase and an imaginal act. I remember when. You can simply by remembering your present unwanted state, that you wish to dissolve and leave, make it a thing of the past. This statement implies that its opposite, your desired wanted state, has now replaced it. I remember that I was fat, implies that I am no longer fat, hence am thin. I remember that I was sad, implies that I am no longer sad, hence am happy. I remember that I was poor, implies that I am no longer poor, hence am rich. It takes you, from an unwanted state to that of its fulfillment. From a state that you wish to leave, to the state that which you wish to occupy. This reality shift takes place within one statement. The moment that you say, I remember when, you have already left your present unwanted state and entered into the future wanted state. This happens because, the present unwanted state immediately recedes into the past, as you remember it in the past tense. At the same time it implies, that its opposite, which is your future wanted state, has become your present state in the here and now. We know that everything is only but a state of mind. Being rich is a state of mind, being sad or happy, healthy or sick, angry or delighted, all are only the many states of mind that we occupy and go through in different phases of our life. It is these states of mind that are being seen as reality in the physical world, for your consciousness is being reflected as reality in the physical. What you imagine and pay attention to attains priority, and if persisted long enough, becomes your dominant thought. When it does so, your entire being and all your other thoughts spring from this fountain, and are seen as reality in the physical. I remember when indicates something from the past, a bygone event, or a state. To manifest money, this statement can be filled in as, I remember when I had X amount of dollars, but, now I have Y amount of dollars. I remember when I was poor, but now I am rich. I remember when my bank account was empty, but now it is bursting. I remember when my account balance was very low, but now I have $10,000 in my bank account. I remember when I had not more than $100 in my wallet, but now I always carry $1,000. I remember when I was always short of cash, but now cash flows to me from all directions. I remember when I had $10,000, but, now I have $50,000. I remember when I had $50,000, but, now I have $100,000. I remember when I had $100,000, but, now I have $1 million. I remember when I could not afford that car, but now I have bought that car. I remember when I could not buy that house, but now I have bought that house. Before we go on to the actual exercise, we shall explain one example in detail. The statement, I remember when I was poor, but now I am rich. When someone says the statement, the following takes place. I remember. It withdraws your attention from everything else and directs it towards a particular state, and looks at it as something that belongs to the past. For you only remember things of the past, that is, things that are from the past. When. Here comparison is being made between something that was in the past to something new. I was poor. As opposed to the state of riches, the state of poverty as not having money, but this state of not having money now belongs to the domain of the past. Hence, the implication is that you are no longer poor, therefore, you are rich, cause the state of poverty was something that you were in days gone by. The implication is factual, that you are already in the opposite of that bygone state of poverty, and are now rich, that is, in the state of riches. Looking at the statement once again, I remember when I was poor. It withdraws your attention and focuses it on a state. The state of not having money, but it looks and feels the state of not having money, as a thing of the past, as something from the days gone by, meaning the state of not having money does not exist anymore. Hence, now you are already in the opposite state, that is, have money. With this implication, it takes you from the state of not having to the state of having in a matter of seconds. But now, you have already done the leap, and now you will glorify your new state, as in comparing the reality shift from not having something to having the same, as it goes on to say, I am rich. This is your new desired future state of riches, and you can glorify it further, but it had already become your present state in the here and now, when you said, I remember when I was poor. The genius of Neville's technique can be appreciated from the fact that as soon as you say, I remember when, it instantly completes your reality shift. Manifest money with the technique I remember when, in an imaginal act. As an example, we shall consider the statement, I remember when my account balance was very low, but now I have $10,000 in my bank account. Note, towards the end of this video, I shall give you my favorite statement of doing this technique. Do this exercise preferably in SATS, a state akin to sleep, as taught by Neville. To implant the desired thought with an imaginal act on your subconscious, simply sit on a comfortable chair, or lie flat on your back, so that your head is at a level to the body. In this posture, withdraw attention from everywhere else, from any problem at hand. Relax and render yourself immobile. Remain immobile for a while, until a floating sensation is achieved. Now, simply experience in your imagination what you desire to experience in reality. Use one or more of the natural body senses, see, hear, touch, smell, or taste, to register this experience as a mental perception. Do not watch yourself doing it, but do it yourself, in the same way as if you are doing it here in the physical world. If you are holding something, then you hold it yourself. If you are looking at something, then you look at it yourself. The same goes for the sense of hearing, the sense of smell, and the sense of taste. Say the words, I remember when my account balance was very low. Try to picture your bank, or deposit slips, hold the deposit slip, or simply see your account balance. You must be in the scene, remembering it yourself with feeling, for it was something real from your past. But, remember it, look at it and feel it, from a distance, as something far away in the past. But now I have $10,000 in my bank account. Feel the difference of having this amount of money in your bank account now. When the subjective feeling arises out of having this experience, that is, having felt the satisfaction of fulfillment, rest assured that an impression on the subconscious has been made. You can repeat the procedure as long as you like, but only if you feel like it. Do not force yourself into doing something if uncomfortable. If you have not already fallen asleep, then take your favorite normal position in bed, and try to take the subjective feeling of joy, satisfaction and accomplishment with you into sleep. Or, if you feel like, keep repeating the phrase until you fall asleep. You can also repeat the exercise during the daytime, if you so feel like it. Your imaginal experience has been felt, as an end experience, culminating in fulfillment, as the happy end of a movie. You are already in possession of your desire. You are not going to have your desire, but, you already have your desire. The imaginal act should be done in the present tense, showing that you have that which you wanted, a shift from want to its fulfillment. There is a big difference between the feeling, arising from the experience, of I want this, to I have this, between I want, and I have. Counter-argumentative reasoning? Simply, doing the exercise is not enough, you must live your experience, and not counteract the feeling of fulfillment with argumentative destructive self-talk, for it may implant the opposite on the subconscious. During the daytime, you can use the same statement as a condensed phrase to keep your self-talk in alignment with your imaginal act. Simply, keep repeating the condensed phrase, I remember when my account balance was very low, but now I have $10,000 in my bank account. Feel the joy of having, live in the satisfaction, that your desire is fulfilled. Keep the mood jovial, for now you have, that which you wanted. How will my desire appear? Your desire will appear in the most natural of ways, you will be led to it. Coincidences will appear, a series of events or incidences will take place leading you towards fulfillment. Do not seek for things to appear, everything will fall into place in time on its own. On your part, all that you are required to do is to remain faithful to your imaginal act. For as long as you are faithful to it, your subconscious will seek all ways and means necessary to bring it to fruition. Warning: do not target anyone, that money is going to come to you, from this person, or that person, and do not think of the method of its realization. Let the subconscious decide as to from, where it will come, and as to how it will come. For, if you target any person, or be responsible for someone's loss, then the same may happen to you. The golden rule to follow is, do unto others what you want done unto you. My favorite statement to manifest money. I remember when I was short of money, but now, rivers full of money are flowing towards me from all directions. In your imaginal act, you can very well see and feel, rivers full of money constantly flowing towards you, day in and day out, from all directions. You being the center of it, whereas rivers laden with cash bills, are flowing towards you. Rivers full of money seek you, hence money floats and flows towards you from all directions, constantly all the time. Live in this feeling that money is flowing towards you from all directions. Kindly note: no statement is cast in stone, hence you can modify it accordingly, so that it excites you, but do not change the core setting, as brought to us by Neville. The statement should be structured as: I remember when, mention the state that you wish to dissolve. But now, mention your desired state, as already achieved, glorify your achievement. Thank you.